Welcome to the 9 at 9 for Friday, January 31st, 2025. And I am Bob, and I'm live here every day, 9 a.m. Eastern Time, 9 a.m. Washington, D.C. time, where I talk about ideas and strategies that will help you grow your skills, take on big challenges, accomplish new things. Today, we're going to talk about sloth wisdom, which honestly was not a topic I expected to cover, but we were able to play with sloths. Sloths. I can't even say it real well with my. Anyway, we were able to play with sloths in Belize, and so that picture on the thumbnail is me hugging a sloth and just watching them move and how careful and precise they were, but how strong they were in their determination, how much that they hugged you, got me to thinking about the pace of things and how I've just been in a bit of a zone on this trip and just been almost like the world has slowed down a little bit, and I've been able to really think and move deliberately about what I was trying to do, and it's really been wonderful. Like, instead of having a pace for a pace sake or speed for speed's sake, I've been really thinking about the moves that I want to make and making sure that they were the right moves. And that's the topic. And so, sloth wisdom, which is clearly a new thing, I kind of made it up, is making sure that you're choosing the right actions and making sure that you're only moving necessarily fast when you should, and making sure you recover and save that energy. I was moving incredibly hard for 50 plus days building this channel. They were doing my day job and all the things that I like to do outside of this, right? And I needed this recovery. I needed this trip. I needed this time to take a break and learn some new things and explore a bit. Um, and it was just perfect timing. And so you want to move when you should, and you want to recover and save energy and think and make sure that the moves you're making are the most impactful and that you're thinking about those rather than just pushing. You know, you're when you're around people that are just crazy energy for no need, it's not really comfortable. So as leaders, we want to be conscious of that as well. So we don't want to lead with crazy energy. Anyway, we'll get more into that in a bit. One second. I realized that I didn't comment on this when I opened up. Yesterday, I did this a completely hour early. Like, I did the 9 at 8 yesterday, and um, it's worth reflecting on. It's back to this moving too quickly, unnecessarily. We changed our time multiple times on this trip. Really, not that complicated. We moved into a central time zone and then back out of it, and I just was all crossed up on the hour change and when I should do this yesterday morning. And it's something that I should have just slowed down and thought through. In my brain, I knew I had to do it at 8 a.m. in Costa Maya, Mexico, but that was wrong. Costa Maya, Mexico is back on the East Coast time, and so I was just off the track. And again, it's just like, slow down, make sure you're thinking things through, make sure you're doing the right moves, and that is sloth wisdom. So it's really something that I'm going to dig more into. I think this could be a topic that I delve into more deeply when I get back into DC. I talk a lot about foxes and about how we want to be adaptable and keep moving and flexible and conquer things, and that's what foxes do. We're not so specifically focused on one thing. We're generalists, and we can learn new skills and adapt and continue to win. I'm definitely more of a fox than anything, but the sloth idea of really conserving energy and moving deliberately and thinking about our next steps is something that I want to start incorporating into my thinking too. So we'll dig into it. Maybe I'll come up with some other animal analogies. Quick update on the project. My voice every morning. We're going to figure this out. Um, didn't help. A quick update on the project. It is surprisingly, it grew over while we were away, and that's the beauty of posting a video before you leave. So I posted that interview video on Sunday night, and that was Saturday. It doesn't matter. Saturday night before we left on this trip, and I knew that video would benefit from the video that I posted previously because that had a little bit of traction. And again, this is not a lot of traction. Like for other channels, they'd be hugely disappointed in these results. But for a growing channel, for a brand new channel, that biggest mistakes video about interviews hit just about 170 views. And previously, my best video was this rant video on New Year's Eve that had 200 views. So it's nice to see it. It's nice to see a little bit of growth. We got the 56 subscribers, which is exciting. And this is what this 9 at 9 check-in's all about. So this is the first day of a new sprint. This is the third sprint of 2025. And so I'm now going to be, I've already kind of done it. I've planned my intentions for this sprint. So this ends on the 9th of February. And so what am I going to accomplish? What am I going to focus on? I'm going to focus on making sure that the content continues to build on those niche videos that I posted, but also get a little broad. And it's going to get loud here. Hold on one second. No, it's not too bad. Okay, so just to stay a little bit broad, like I'm doing with these 9 at 9s. I want these 9 at 9s to be an opportunity for me to be flexible and talk about things like sloths and how I can learn from them. And like I did yesterday about exploring and how I can learn from them. And the day before I talked about connections and how important they are in our lives. And so this 9 at 9 gives me an opportunity to be flexible like that and test things out. What I've discovered on these 9 at 9s is that sometimes things pop, like whether it's the title I chose or the topic. Clearly it's a combination of both, that YouTube decided to send it out to people to see what they like about it. And again, it's a little bit, I can tell the difference. I can tell when they send something out and when they don't, because the numbers have a little bit of activity. So I need to keep building on that when I return, and that's my intention for the sprint. So maybe, by the time I get back and settle in, it's only going to allow me to do a couple of videos. And now I've been joined by someone here, which is kind of weird, but so a couple of videos potentially in the week that I return, build on this momentum and keep growing the niche focus. So that's the focus of the sprint, and I'm going to figure out what to talk about for another minute. It is super awkward right now, but it is what it is. Actually, I think I'm just going to cut it off. No, I can't cut it off for 9 minutes. Yes, I am. I'm going to cut it off. We will talk later. I did the 8 at 9 today.